1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome to Kayfabe Is Dead Podcast, episode 28. I am your host, the voice of the youth Christian, and I have somebody with me today, somebody who hopefully you guys could get used to.
Eddie Saint.
Yeah, he actually, so I didn't do a podcast last week. Yeah. I slacked. Not only did I slack, it was the NBA draft for Monday Night Raw. And
I chose the draft.
Yeah, exactly. I chose... No, I'm sorry. That wasn't the draft. The draft was Thursday. What the hell was Raw then? It was something. It was something important. I think the Raw was just trash.
I don't even know. Yeah.
What that...
Raw, that was
something.
the Raw that Enzo... that they found out Enzo was being betrayed by Big Cass.
Maybe I did watch that Raw. I have no idea. No, I did watch that Raw. I'm lying to you. I just didn't care to talk about it. It wasn't even that bad. And then the SmackDown wasn't even that bad either. It's just I really had no passion to talk about anything.
Yeah.
And then, the draft... Oh, you can hear the screaming in the background, but... Yo, Puerto Ricans are crazy, all right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just had no passion to talk about wrestling. And it's just... I feel like it's overall everything. I know, the passion for everybody is slowly declining.
Yeah.
And we talked about last time you were on here, just the state of WWE in itself. And I feel like it has been getting better. Just from them weeks alone. Before that, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view didn't happen. I don't know. I just feel like it's at an overall better place. We got Braun Strowman back. Samoa Joe's booked great. But overall, still, it's just a feeling of unexcitement.
Yeah.
So, therefore, I was just not going out of my way to do the podcast. And I was going to record this episode yesterday, and then I got a text from you saying, hold the phone.
Hold it, because I wanted to actually do it.
So here we are now.
I want you guys to get used to the voice.
The voices. They got to get used to. But, yeah, this is going to be an everyday thing until, when we get until September at least. But,
until August.
It is literally August 28th that our first day is, so it's not going to be... I'm going to just jack September.
Yeah, no, but I'm moving the 25th.
All right.
25th. But then again, with Mayweather versus Conor, I want to see that, so...
Oh, well, when is that?
That's the 26th.
Oh, shit. Are you going to be up here?
Yeah, I'm going to be up here.
But we gonna do something. I don't think we're going to Wild Wings. Wild Wings is going to be 2-packed, but we definitely going to do something for Mayweather and McGregor. Hey, that has something to do with WWE. Mayweather.
No, it actually does have something to do with WWE because they were talking. I read Bleacher Report daily, and Bleacher Report was saying that they're trying to get Mayweather. WWE is trying to get Mayweather and McGregor on an episode of Raw just to promote the fight, and it makes sense.
Yeah, it draws ratings.
Yeah, and it draws a new crowd towards the boxing match. Mm-hmm. Should be interesting.
I don't know. I could see that happening.
Imagine I just want to see Conor just talk. Let him talk
in the WWE ring, right?
I feel like he would curse by an accident, but I would still love to see it.
Did you see we could talk about it, Lavar Ball?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Did you see that segment?
Yeah, I saw that segment.
Did you see his son cursing?
Oh my god.
See me, alright, so NBA draft happened. I'm a Lakers fan. We do got Lonzo like that. So LeVar Ball was on Monday Night Raw. I was excited. I was like, alright, this guy could talk.
Big baller.
This guy is a character. He got the charisma. And we definitely saw charisma. It was just awkward as all hell.
Yeah.
It didn't fit right.
I feel LeVar Ball though will come back.
I don't know if they'll take him back.
It wasn't his fault. It was LaMelo. They can just sit LaMelo down because that was it was distasteful. I mean, I'm not gonna even say that because I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood. You say that all the time, and you're good. So
don't put on your political point of view on it. The fact that Vince McMahon made a big deal about it after we seen the clip.
Yeah,
we seen the clip. We know he don't that whole PR statement was a joke.
Yeah. It wasn't that serious.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah. And, WWE and everybody in the world just needs to calm down because it wasn't that serious.
Hey, I mean, it's not like it was in a sex tape with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have been worse.
Yeah.
It could have been worse for sure. But did you watch Raw this week?
I watched some of it.
Yeah,
I watched more of SmackDown, but then I fell asleep during SmackDown. Woke up for the Money in the Bank.
That was a damn good match.
Yeah, that was a really good match, and I was very impressed. I am happy to say that all three women main evented each show.
Yeah.
I said all three women. All three shows had a women main event, which was pretty cool.
Now 205 Live needs it. Imagine. I don't know what woman weighs 205. Tamina? Nah, she's probably in the 170 range. I'm not gonna start judging. Yeah, I saw Raw, but what I started doing is before my notes for Raw were so in depth, and I would write down every match, and then I kind of just stopped because I'm not here to talk about Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel taking on whoever. You know what I mean? I'm done with that. I'm not doing that again. I just got little highlights, so. Whatever I'm talking about, I'm sure you've seen because it's really the ones that are the good ones.
We're just gonna talk about how we feel about it.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too in depth. We're just gonna have fun with it, like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's talk about Raw. Let's talk about SmackDown, and I want to just get your early predictions of Great Balls of Fire, just because you're not gonna be here next week to do those predictions.
Okay.
So that's gonna be the podcast topic for next week, but for this week, I want to hear EJ's take on. The Lesnar Joe match, Reigns Strowman. I do love that Strowman's back.
Yeah.
That's
he's a beast.
Yeah, let's actually talk about that first. So last week before we had a main event, Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. It was an okay match. It was a good match. It's exactly what you expect. And then we had Braun Strowman come out in an ambulance and look like an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I heard somebody call him a cartoon character. I don't see a problem with that. It's perfect. He came out.
This would have been the perfect opponent for Mighty Mouse Neville when Neville first debuted in in the main roster. He had that character of the Mighty Mouse. That would have been the perfect.
I could high key fantasy book. That'll be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Let's say he keeps his cruiserweight belt forever like he should, and then he just says, you know what, like I'm not gonna have this hold me back because now it's been to a point where I was held back to not getting a title. Now that I got this title, it's holding me back. I wanna fight. I wanna actually get that WWE championship, and I could just see him saying, I want to face your top guy. Give me Braun Strowman. I want to prove that I'm not a cruiserweight no more. That'll be great.
Yeah,
that'll be awesome.
But do we want Neville as a face?
No.
Okay.
He's 10 times better as a heel, but his acrobatics would help a lot with that match.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Braun Strowman could be he is a face, to be honest. He's a face while him kicking Roman Reigns' ass.
The moment he tipped over that ambulance, he was a face.
He became a face. But yeah, he came back in the ambulance. Samoa Joe choked out Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe, we'll get to it later. He's booked like an absolute beast right now.
Yeah.
Then the following week, Roman Reigns accepted the challenge of being in an ambulance match with him, and Braun Strowman came out and ragdolled him once again.
I think the ambulance match stipulation is a stupid addition. I don't find it.
I like it because we already seen their 1-on-1 2 times, and I don't want to see 1-on-1 again if it doesn't have anything else to it.
But it could have been like an Extreme Rules or a Last Man Standing. A Last Man Standing would have been way better.
That just sounds like Roman Reigns going over Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
Because we see
but an ambulance match, I can see.
Khali, John Cena and Umaga.
Yeah, but I can see an ambulance match, going over for Roman Reigns also. Him just like the way that him and Kalisto did a dumpster match. Mm-hmm. You saw how Kalisto cheap shotted Braun Strowman into the dumpster. I feel like that same shit can happen.
I don't know. I think Braun Strowman, I don't know, because if they do go Roman Reigns and Brock SummerSlam, that means Roman gotta get a win. Unless like he loses and what he just says, all right, well I still asked for that championship, so I'm gonna just go grab it. Like that wouldn't make any logical sense.
What I'm hoping, so let's say Roman and Brock go for SummerSlam. I'm hoping Braun Strowman does something to get Roman disqualified. Keep the feud with him, them going because it's fine.
No.
The feud is fine. It's fun. No, I disagree.
I'm not tired of it, but I don't want to get to the point where I'm tired of it. How many matches? We already had 2. We're gonna get 3.
Right.
You want 4? You want 5? Like
we can have 6. No, I'm playing.
And prolonging this feud only means you're asking for Roman to win. Roman's not gonna keep laying down.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I feel like they kind of have to.
I just don't want Roman to have that championship, bro.
You think? I don't think he'll grab it. I'm not too sure if Samoa Joe won't grab this championship.
I think Roman will. That's the problem.
You think Roman Cena WrestleMania championship on the line? Cena's 17th.
Cena gets.
Bro, that just sounds like Vince McMahon's wet dream.
Yeah. Oh man.
Damn, I just got depressed. You know what? I don't mind that.
I don't mind it because Cena is an excellent worker. Roman Reigns is an excellent worker. It's not like it's just him
Roman
being
Reigns
shoved down our throats. Is the problem.
I have a question. So Roman Reigns, I don't think he's really a face. I'm starting to think that, like, I know we always ask for badass Roman Reigns, and I think that's what we're getting. Is he still shoved down our throats? Yes, but is he a face? Like, I don't see him, like, kissing. I don't see him kissing babies and, appealing to the crowd anymore. He when he comes out, he's getting booed. He's like, "Can you guys let me talk?" Like, he's not saying shut the hell up, but he's not saying, "Come on, guys, like, let's cheer me. I'm Roman Reigns."
Yeah. At this point, like, I don't even pay attention to Roman Reigns. The matches he has is really good, and I'm not gonna take that away from him. I don't enjoy watching him, and maybe it's because of the way they've been pushing him. His wrestling skills is good and all, but I don't want to see him all the time. Then I hate the way the commentators talk about him.
I hate that too. I hate this whole, they're basically tagging him with the same thing they tagged John Cena, the most controversial, the most, there's another word, I forgot what they, what the hell do they say with Cena every time? Polarizing. The most polarizing figure in WWE. No, I don't want to hear that. They hate him because of WWE. Like, I don't think everybody hates Roman Reigns because of his wrestling skill. I think they hate him just because of the higher powers that lie inside the WWE arena. But, I don't know. I don't know what could be next for Braun Strowman after this feud. I can only see him with Brock.
That's the only thing. Like, I can see maybe him injuring Roman, and then it's Braun versus Brock.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Braun deserves that push, bro.
He does. For a long time, Braun was the savior of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. And the thing is, it can be either Braun versus Brock or Strowman. I mean, I said Strowman. Samoa Joe versus Brock. And they would still turn out to be pretty good matches. I don't know how the promos would be for...
Braun and Brock?
For Braun and Brock. Not for Braun and Brock. For Strowman and... For Braun and Samoa Joe... Because Samoa Joe can't do what he's doing with Brock to Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman can actually talk, and he can back up his talking.
Yeah, Braun Strowman's a good promo.
When you look at Brock Lesnar, he comes in, he destroys, blah, 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 and then he leaves. But Brock Lesnar, I feel, we'll get to it when it comes, but Samoa Joe's promos are way more impactful than Paul Heyman's right now. Talking about Brock.
It's just because it's almost like Bray Wyatt. We can only hear the same thing for so long. And I feel like we're at Paul Heyman. It's my advocate, Brock Lesnar, my beast, is going to come and destroy this guy. And he beat Undertaker, and he beat the undefeated streak, and he beat John Cena, and he beat... It's going to get tiring, and we're at the point where we are tired. I want to see Paul Heyman manage somebody else.
Yeah.
I would love to see him manage Asuka. I would love to see him manage...
He can manage Finn, bro.
I would love to see him manage Finn.
Finn, I love Finn, but he can't really talk.
No, he can't at all, man.
Okay. Am I the only one fearing that it's going to be Elias Sampson versus Finn Balor for the pre-show of Great Balls of Fire?
Probably will be.
Yeah, I'm that's pissing me off.
I like Elias Sampson.
I don't care, but Elias Sampson should not be going up against Finn Balor.
I'm sorry.
Finn Balor should not be on the pre-show.
I'm one of the people where I rather them off the goddamn card.
Yeah.
I don't mind your superstars not fighting every damn week.
Yeah.
That's kind of Bray Wyatt. You don't need to fight every week. Finn Balor, you don't need to fight every week.
Finn Balor is not as fun as he was when he first debuted. And Finn Balor only had a few weeks to when he first debuted. But it was cool because they were mentioning the Demon King. Finn Balor.
We haven't seen the paint since.
Yeah.
It's
and that's what sells. That's the thing. People buy those masks. You see it in the crowd. They wear those armbands with the little strings on the side.
That's what makes his entrance great. I mean, the theatrics is all cool, but it's the way he comes out through that smoke, through the fog.
And the thing is, they don't mention it. They haven't mentioned it since when he first debuted.
SummerSlam.
Yeah. So, he didn't come out in what was that pay-per-view? Was it Extreme Rules?
Yeah, with the Fatal 5-Way.
Yeah. With the Extreme Rules. By the way, they don't have Extreme Rules matches anymore. I don't understand that. The pay-per-view is called Extreme Rules.
Did they have any Extreme Rules matches?
Nope.
They
didn't have it last year either.
They had a kendo stick on a pole match. I'm kidding. Man, I like NXT. And I don't even watch NXT weekly, and I don't know
you don't
why.
Watch NXT? Oh, well,
I'm going to. I said I was going to review NXT on this podcast, and here I find myself 4 episodes down right now.
All right.
But I will. I want to watch every episode because I'm going to Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah. When is that?
August 20. Oh shit.
That's the day of the fight, right?
No. No. I missed the last McGregor fight because of this.
Oh, shit.
August 19th. Oh, Lord.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. EJ, you can't do that to me, bro.
Oh, man.
Damn.
But, yeah, because, I should have thought of it, because if I couldn't go to TakeOver this year, it wouldn't have been because it was the 26th. But,
have you been keeping up with NXT?
I keep tabs on it. Like, Bleacher Report, they tell me everything that's happened. I've heard Nikki Cross, Asuka having a great feud right now. They had a last woman standing match this week.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oni Larkin and Hideo Itami's having a feud. By the way, I love Oni Larkin because
you met him.
Yeah, I've met him, and when he was Biff Busick, had amazing matches. Still gotta put you on.
No, he's a hell of a. Did you see the Hideo match?
No, I haven't.
That was the last episode I seen. It was Hideo versus him, and then Cassius Ohno ended up coming out. But it was a hell of a match. Well, I think they know Oni Larkin can wrestle, and the crowd is on his side. It's just with a name like Oni Larkin, you can't do so much.
I don't know what the hell they should have just kept him with Biff Busick. That was really cool.
They were running out of names in this goddamn bag.
Yeah. I'm hoping they do something with him because him versus Drew McIntyre. That I've went to that match before. I've seen it at Evolve. Really good match.
Drew McIntyre, has he done anything yet?
No, and I'm happy they're not doing anything with him yet because that gives somebody else a shot at Bobby Roode's title for Brooklyn.
Bro, I want to see fucking Drew.
I don't want to see Drew versus Bobby Roode though.
I just want to see Drew. Maybe Drew makes his debut in NXT TakeOver just against some random like they did with Rude. Well, Rude faced 2 for his tie probably.
No, he faced
Almas.
This guy, Almas. Yeah, that's when Almas was a face.
I think Almas faced tie.
Aleister Black versus Bobby Roode. Have Aleister Black just go up.
Already?
Yeah.
I don't know what they.
Aleister Black is ready, bro. He's hot and ready, bro.
Bro, I love him. You know how I felt about him with
those kicks, bro. Come on, man. Those kicks.
We saw him too.
Dangerous.
We saw him at the Evolve show with Cody Rhodes last NXT.
No, he didn't face Cody Rhodes. He faced that guy.
I mean, we saw Cody Rhodes. Yeah. We saw a few people. We saw EC3.
EC3. We saw TJ Perkins.
Did we really?
Yeah, TJ Perkins was teamed up with EC3.
Didn't we see Gargano? Or no?
No, we saw Cedric.
We saw Cedric.
Yeah, we saw Tommy End versus Matt Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Matt Riddle, I feel like he's gonna go to WWE.
No,
so.
yeah, I'm hearing him on WWE Triple H's radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
There's a lot of wrestlers.
I don't even know what the hell we began this conversation with. Finn Balor just started.
Finn Balor, yeah, right.
I don't know.
We like NXT, you know.
So,
you know, the thing with NXT, you don't have to watch the show to enjoy the.
You could go into the. I mean,
takeovers.
I'm not going to go into this takeover blind because I paid my money for it. It's not like the WWE Network, but you could go into the pay-per-view. I have absolutely blind. I just know the background. Oh yeah, I know who's fighting, but I don't know anything their storylines have been doing, and I'm just the storytelling in the match alone gives me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
Like it did with Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. Like it did with Hideo and Bobby Roode.
Yep.
Like that's something that's totally different.
Yeah, the takeovers pay-per-views are the best. They have the best matches. And it's sad because the main roster has, you know, way more experienced wrestlers and all that, and they can't do that.
And I was thinking about this the other day. Vince McMahon, I know you're not listening, obviously, but you really got to be more grateful and thankful on who you have on your roster. Because if you look at your roster on both shows, your roster is now almost everybody from NXT. They really think about it. Think about it on SmackDown.
All the main stars.
That whole women's ladder match, even Natalya. The only person that wasn't from NXT was Tamina and Naomi. That's three out of...
Naomi didn't... Oh, Naomi didn't come from? Oh, wow.
No,
and she's a really good wrestler.
Funkadelics. With,
Funkadactyls, yeah.
Whatever the hell it was called. But, like, that's what I'm saying. He really got to start realizing that this is who's on his roster now. Where's John Cena? Where's Brock Lesnar? Randy Orton isn't selling anymore. Your roster is now Samoa Joe.
Owned, yeah.
It's now, I mean, Roman Reigns I don't really consider NXT, but Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. All your tag teams, the Revival.
Except for the Hardys.
Except for the Hardys.
Sheamus,
the Revival.
Sheamus was not part of...
Sheamus wasn't, but there's very few exceptions. Even the New Day got Big E.
Yeah.
It got Xavier Woods. Carmella, who has your Money in the Bank. Baron Corbin, who has your Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
It's NXT, so you really got to stop looking at these NXT people like they're clowns when they come up, like you did with Apollo Crews, like you did with Kalisto, like you did with Tyler Breeze. Thankfully,
no, you know, it's not Apollo Crews. It's not Vince's fault for Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews, it's the people's fault for Apollo Crews.
Well, Vince called him up way too soon.
Yeah, he called him up way too soon, and the gimmick that they gave him.
What gimmick? He didn't have
exactly.
one. Which you don't need a gimmick to go by.
You don't, but when
you just need some charisma, you need a attitude. Both, if you're a good guy, if you're a bad guy, you can't be smiling on everybody and expect. And I do. That's something. Why didn't they do Titus Brand versus Big Baller Brand? I didn't like the Lavar Ball segment. I want to talk about that as well. They wasted an opportunity to get the Titus Brand over majorly. Yeah. Have the Titus Brand versus Big Baller Brand, and everybody that tuned in, everybody who's watching Twitter, oh, LeVar Ball's on Raw? Let me go tune into USA real quick. Who's this Titus O'Neil guy?
I mean, you can't lie. When LeVar Ball came to Raw, that was all over Twitter.
It was. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
So imagine if it wasn't Miz and Ambrose needed that. I was honestly, I thought they were going in that Titus Brand direction. I was expecting it to be Titus Brand versus the Big Baller Brand. Then Ambrose came out, and I was like, what the hell is this? I don't want to see this. Like, the charisma would have worked perfectly with that. Titus Brand could have went extra, just like LeVar Ball did.
I like what they're doing with the Titus Brand, though. They got... Is it Titus Brand now? Or did they change it? They changed the name. Isn't it Titus Worldwide or something like that?
I don't know what that was called.
Yeah. But yeah, with Akira Tozawa, that's pretty cool.
And they got Akira fighting for the title. So
that's actually a really big move. Now they get Apollo going after the Intercontinental Championship again. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they have the potential for all these things. Goldust and R-Truth, it has the potential. Those what are they called? Those vignettes of Goldust have been good.
Yeah.
It's just it's kind of Goldust, and he's like 88 years old. So he's
using the old segments, which is pretty cool.
It's dope, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate the effort. But at the end of the day, they're not.
Have you ever seen R-Truth's promo?
The Little Jimmy promos?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in WWE. It was in I think it was TNA. Yeah.
When he was Ron Killings.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that promo?
I remember
when he talks about WWE.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, I remember watching.
R-Truth had promos.
Yeah, he was a main eventer back in TNA.
That's another thing we should get into. Maybe some other episode. But what WWE's hidden gems that they left, like that they let go, like Damien Sandow.
Well, you could. The list keeps adding on. You got Damien Sandow. You got Cody Rhodes. I mean, at one point,
Chris Masters,
Shelton Benjamin,
Mr. Kennedy,
John Morrison.
Yeah.
The list really adds up. Elijah Burke, I used to love a lot. Mm-hmm. From ECW. Who else is there off the top of my head? EC3.
Yeah. EC3 was a big let go because
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
And even if they accept him back later, you know what I mean? That's part of their problem. They would kind of wait too long.
All right, but let's get into these predictions because we just went.
Well, we haven't covered anything, but I love it. I love just spitballing here.
Yeah.
So I said the ambulance match. We talked about how Samoa Joe is an absolute star. He came on Raw and choked out Brock Lesnar.
And a lot of people haven't. They can't do that.
Yeah. The fact they're building, I think what they're doing with Joe right now is great. What Braun Strowman right now is great.
I like how
that's about
Paul
it.
Heyman, he said that Samoa Joe is not related to like anybody. He's the Samoan that nobody people stay away from.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, and I think Samoa Joe deserves to win it. The way that he's been pushed, he deserves to win it.
If he wins this belt, bro,
but it's gonna be very confusing.
Absolute star.
Yeah.
Star.
Yeah. And that's exactly how they should build him. Because having him against Seth Rollins, that was cool when he first came out, choked him out, but you didn't put him on your WrestleMania card, which is a big miss. Mm-hmm. He could have done something on the WrestleMania card.
Even if he came out during the Triple H match or something,
just
show his face.
He could have came into the that Battle Royale, won the Battle Royale, and it would have been fine. I don't know why the hell Mojo Rawley won it.
Because he's hype.
Nah, fuck out of here.
You don't believe in the hype of Mojo Rawley?
Hell no.
Bro, that Battle Royale is still... Whatever, we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, you're great. Keep up the good work. And hopefully they reward you for it, because...
It would be such a mistake not to.
Listen, that Universal title is jokes. The first champion got injured. The second champion was Kevin Owens, who he won it beautifully. I still remember the moment he won it. And that was a great match. And it was... Bro, I jumped out my seat. I was on FaceTime with my girlfriend, and I had her... She's a big fan of Kevin Owens. Mm-hmm. So I had her on FaceTime watching the match with me. And when he won, me and her were both going absolutely crazy. It was awesome. And, but his title reign was trash. Mm-hmm. Then you had Goldberg have it for a second. Yeah. Now we got a part-timer again having it. Like, this title is in the ruins. Give it to a certified badass. And this is what I want to talk about, too. We discussed it on the last podcast we were together with. The heels are really the hottest things out. Yep. With Cass and Enzo.
Yeah.
Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Joe.
Kevin Owens.
Carmella has the briefcase now. Baron Corbin got the briefcase now.
Yeah.
These poor faces, bro. Every face is just... You don't want to see them. But if your name isn't AJ Styles or Sami Zayn, I truthfully don't want to see Seth Rollins anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him versus Bray Wyatt. I don't even know what the hell they're doing with that. I haven't been paying attention to that.
I thought that it was going to be Finn Balor versus
Bray
Wyatt, which would have been fine. Maybe you bring out the demon for
finally,
that.
Right?
Yeah. But I thought they stopped it because
The Fatal 5-Way.
Because of the Fatal 5-Way, and I thought that Finn Balor was going to be the one against Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell would they stop that feud when it didn't even go anywhere?
Bro, I don't even know what Bray Wyatt is his issue with Seth Rollins is. Bray Wyatt is a person
Bray Wyatt better win.
Yeah.
He better win because he has no win.
Bro, Bray Wyatt doesn't need to be on every pay-per-view.
He doesn't. He can be an Undertaker.
He's somebody that you don't need to see every day.
Yep.
Because those promos could only have so much value.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know I literally call Bray Wyatt's promos just Bray Wyatt bullshit nowadays. It's gibberish. So whatever's happening is just happening. I don't really care for it or understand. But what else we got? Joe is a star, yeah. Seth Rollins is on the 2K18 cover.
That's really cool.
I really like the cover.
It's about time. It's about time because you got 2K15 was Cena. Then
16 was Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Then we had Brock.
And 2K14 was The Rock.
So it's good to have an actual wrestler that's there every day.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't have even mind if
he wasn't even there every day. That was the fucked up part.
Yeah.
He was injured half the goddamn year. They love these people that are here for half the year. Now we could just talk about this Kaz and
is that going to be in Great Balls of Fire?
Yes, but before we talk about that, I just want to talk about, is this the first week ever that it had to be, the women's main evented both shows the same week?
3 shows the same week.
Really?
NXT also.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yep.
That's absolutely incredible. We had the gauntlet match. The gauntlet match was really good. Nia Jax looked like a monster.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks vs. Bliss is our next program. Okay. You know what I'm tight of?
I'm going to give you my prediction. Sasha Banks wins at Great Balls of Fire. Alexa Bliss does her rematch clause on maybe the next Monday Night Raw, not the one right after Great Balls of Fire. And then for SummerSlam, it's they're gonna have a number 1 contenders match for SummerSlam. Bayley versus Sasha. Sasha as a heel, Bayley, always says the lovable face. Sasha going over at SummerSlam. Kaboom.
What I had match. Is Bliss versus Banks at what I did. I think I had Bliss versus Banks at SummerSlam, and then after Banks wins, Bayley comes out. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. I couldn't defeat her, you did. Give me a hug. And then Banks turned on her. Or no, I think I had Bayley winning at SummerSlam. Or something like that. Okay. And then Banks turns on her out of jealousy. I had it just like it's going now, and then I had Bayley versus Bliss at SummerSlam one more time for them trying to almost compete who can beat her first, because that makes Bliss look like a badass. Like, you're the champion.
I love the way they're using Bliss, and Bliss having both, like being the first woman to get both Raw and SmackDown championships. That was really cool.
And somebody that didn't even get it in NXT.
Exactly, and like it was really out of the water, and she deserves it.
Yeah,
her promos are really good. Have her get her henchman back. Let Blake and Murphy just come up just to be Bliss's henchman. They don't need the tag titles. They don't need to go up against anybody else. Just have her as the henchman.
And worst case scenario, if that tag team division is getting a little stale, getting a little old, just throw them in there. They weren't bad. They weren't bad. I didn't mind them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these managers, same thing with Jinder Mahal's managers, his stooges. Why are they not in the tag team division?
The Bollywood Bros or something like that? Yeah. They're supposed to be in 205 Live. I don't know why the hell they're on the,
I don't mind these superstars cross-branding everywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? Guy, we never seen that before. 2 guys being your backup, like,
exactly.
And not being wrestlers.
That was like the APA with, what's that girl's name? It was some girl. I forgot her name. It wasn't Trish Stratus. It doesn't even matter. It wasn't that important.
Was it Victoria?
No.
I don't know.
No. Yeah, but you have 2 guys be the managers for a girl, and it's pretty cool. Like, I like the thing that they're doing with James Ellsworth and Carmella. It makes sense. Carmella is very manipulative.
She's using him.
And she's using him. Yeah,
and it's working.
It's working, exactly. And that's, when you think about it, that's how they should have booked Sister Abigail. If there ever was a Sister Abigail, you can have Alexa Bliss or Paige make Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family believe that she is Sister Abigail.
Are you jacking it from what culture?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's Adam's idea from what culture.
But he said Alexa Bliss. He said Alexa Bliss. I would have said Paige.
Well, Paige has the look more, but if we're talking manipulative, then Alexa Bliss makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just my opinion on that. Sasha versus Bliss. I'm excited for the match. I'm kind of tight they didn't let them have a promo because they're both really good talkers. At least Sasha as a heel is. Her face is whatever. But yeah, I would want them.
What do you mean, her face?
Her face is beautiful. You know.
Oh, okay.
her face persona.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, now let's talk about this Cass and Enzo. They broke up.
Cass winning.
I didn't even mention the match. I'm just saying the story.
But
Cass is winning.
Cass is winning.
Imagine if Enzo
Cass
wins.
Cass has promised, yeah. And that would be funny. That would be funny.
I don't. So, what you think of the storyline in general? Did you like it? I
don't understand why they would split up though.
That's my thing. I love how they did it. Why did they do it? Because they had longevity in that tag team.
Yeah.
And I know I don't want to sound like the person their merch is selling, so let them be. But I kind of wanted them to see them do a little more.
And I have a feeling
we never
Enzo's
seen the
not
New
going
Day
to
versus
prosper.
Enzo and Cass. Enzo isn't going to prosper.
Yeah.
The only luck he has now is being a manager.
Or just going into the Cruiserweight division.
205 Live Enzo would be cool, but
it's not going to work.
Yeah, I'm afraid that Enzo, like, I would love... See, this has legendary comeback. Like, when they both come back together, like DX did. This has the potential of... Imagine in 5 years seeing
Enzo's
them...
not a good wrestler, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Enzo's not a good wrestler.
But, like, imagine in 5 years hearing them reunite once again. And hearing that, my name is... Like, bro, that would light the building up.
Yeah.
But... Can Enzo last that long? 5 years?
People are going to get disinterested, and he might just go away.
I don't know. Maybe we hear him as an announcer. A manager of a wrestler, something else, because he has such a great mouthpiece.
Yeah.
I could see him manage somebody else. Maybe he manages a 205 Live guy.
I don't know, man.
Even if he just plays the Ricardo Rodriguez role, you know what I mean? It's something. I did like how they did it, though.
I liked it.
For a second, I believe they got back together. And then I was like, why did they get back together? Why did they break up just to get back together? And I was like, you know what? At that point, I was like, you know what? If that's just their sense of doing something with them, then I liked it. Because it drew me intrigue as well. And then he turned on him, and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to cry. Now, did you see Enzo actually cry though?
Yeah.
The one tear that fell down his face. That
was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Enzo's great.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a great wrestler, but he's a great mouthpiece. He's a great character.
Yeah, he's full of charisma, man.
Yeah, full of charisma.
And you know, it's gonna hurt Big Cass big time also. Big Cass, yeah, he's huge, and you know he can't wrestle either, but he's
good enough for a big guy.
Yeah, he's good enough for a big guy, but Big Cass can't cut a promo.
No, he's not terrible. His heel promo was bad.
Okay, first off, when you talk like, yeah, I'm going to kill you. Like, come on.
He is very robotic, but you also got to understand he's a face.
So you think he's gonna...
That heel promo he cut was a different story.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That heel promo he cut
he was still talking the way he was talking.
But he had way more emotion in it. Huh? You could only have so much emotion when you're a face.
Yeah, you're right.
Because when you're a face, you almost got to have, like, either the pity for me emotion or...
the happy-go-lucky
emotion. Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
So, that's why people like playing face. I'm playing heel so much. I think Cass is going to be a great heel. He looks just like Tess for me. Except he's a little less hockier, but...
He needs to take tips from Carmella.
Carmella should be his manager.
Yeah. Yep.
I can see that happening one day.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I'm just, I don't know. I like it. I like what they did and how they did it. I just want to know why they did it.
That's how they're going to get back together. I just thought of it.
What?
Carmella's going to be the common voice between Enzo and Cass.
You think?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't have to happen this year, maybe next year, but that's how it's going to happen.
Not as I would like to see. I want this heel run to last, though. Carmella as a heel is great. And we could get to it right now. Her promo that she had on SmackDown 2 weeks ago. That shit was great.
That was great.
That was great work from Carmella. And if that's anything of what it's going to be when she wins this championship, because I do hope she does. Mm-hmm. I do like that she has the Money in the Bank briefcase. I was one of the people that didn't complain when she won it in the first place.
I didn't either.
I don't understand.
I complained the way she won it.
I didn't.
It made, like, you know, her character is cool, you know, it's opportunity. But it was just like, you know, it's the first women's Money in the Bank match.
You're one of
Do
those
you
people.
really want a guy winning it for her?
Listen, bro. If the first, I'm sure when it happened, this girl did have a part of it. When Edge was in the first Money in the Bank match, and it had Lita with him, if she would have climbed the ladder and gave it to Edge, would anybody have cared?
Probably not.
So, because his roles reversed, we're supposed to care now? Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. People are hypocrites. I don't want to hear that. I didn't mind the way she won it to begin with. You know what? But whatever, so be it. They did it again. And she won fair and square.
And it was a way better match than the first.
It was a way better match. So, you know what? I'm not going to complain. Mm-hmm. But I'm just not one of the people that complain to begin with. She won it. She won it. I don't care if he helped her climb. He climbed it himself. It doesn't matter to me. It's whatever. But yeah, I think Carmella's great. James Ellsworth, I'm starting to, you know, like as a heel. Yeah. He's starting to annoy me in the way you should. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And SmackDown, it has that going. Right now, I think their women's is probably the best thing going for them right now, because that main championship feud is okay. I love Jinder's entrance. I love the presentation of him, but I'm tired of this Randy Orton feud.
A Punjabi prison match?
Yeah. Isn't that surprising?
It didn't work the first time. It's going to work
the second time. Yeah. They had 2 matches.
Yeah, so what the hell?
I always thought it was one of the, like, what I always heard from it, because I saw it one time, so, and I don't really remember it.
I don't remember it either.
I always heard it was, like, the stupidest stipulation ever. It was a flawed one. Why are we doing it again? But I do like the concepts. He's Jinder Mahal. He's
Punjabi.
He's whatever. Indian, Hindu. I don't know what he is, truthfully, but I don't want to disrespect anything. But I don't know. I do like the idea. Uh-huh. And I'm excited. You know what? It was a curveball in the match.
I think that they're gonna. Randy Orton's gonna go over, or maybe Jinder Mahal goes over.
Randy Orton is gonna go over my ass.
No, but maybe Jinder Mahal goes over, and then we have Baron cashing in.
You think he's cashing in already?
Yeah, I don't think Baron's gonna hold that. Baron has no charisma to begin with for the
Money in the Bank briefcase.
Money in the Bank briefcase, yeah. And he's gonna feud with Shinsuke? Maybe not. I can see him getting pushed to the limits by Shinsuke and, you know, being too tired to even cash in.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I wouldn't jack Baron already getting it. I could see Baron honestly holding it till.
All right, so who's gonna cash it in first?
Carmella.
You think Carmella will?
Carmella. That's a good question though, but Carmella. Baron Corbin, I'm sorry, he got nothing really going for him right now. I could definitely see him waiting till next year. Wow. Like, when I say next year, I mean next year after WrestleMania. What is he gonna? Right now, whatever he does is gonna disrupt any plans they have. John Cena and Jinder Mahal is supposed to be for SummerSlam. Then what I see it being, and I hate it because it's very formulaic and it's very predictable. John Cena versus Jinder SummerSlam. John Cena, Jinder, either Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. John Cena wins, goes into WrestleMania as champion. How many times have we seen that? Countless times. Hopefully they throw the curveball in there, have him face Roman Reigns as this free agent that he is now. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I would like Jinder to hold it for a good amount of time. Maybe AJ Styles beats him. Maybe Rusev beats him. I'm still waiting for Rusev to debut.
Rusev ain't gonna do shit in WWE anymore.
You think?
Yeah.
I love Rusev.
His career is now in.
He might end up being regarded as the one that got away. One of the ones that got away. Part of the Wade Barrett's, part of the Drew McIntyre's, part of the Cody Rhodes.
I liked Wade Barrett.
You were a big fan of Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
I never had interest. Nexus Wade Barrett.
I like his finisher. His finisher was always
Wasteland.
Cool. Yeah. That elbow.
Really? I don't know. What else is there going on SmackDown right now? AJ Styles has been boring.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a good match though. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens again, part 2. Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I don't know what's happening as far as that goes. I really don't remember anything that's happening as far. Oh, they had the open challenge last week, and now this week, he's gonna have one. Well, he's gonna have one next week.
Yo, your boy Gable.
Bro, that's what I had to talk about.
Gable.
My man Gable signed that. American Alpha been on the bench for some years now, and he came out, said he was a resident of Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that place, but he came out, put on a great match with Kevin Owens. Glad he got something. Now, where's Jason Jordan?
Yeah.
This goddamn
to be honest,
team,
out of
bro.
all of them, I thought Jason Jordan would be the one to be elevated.
Well, I mean, it's not like Chad Gable been seen since. Yeah. Poor Ty Dillinger, bro.
Yep. Ty Dillinger's not doing shit. And
the hell happened to Ty Dillinger?
When you think about it, he was only an enhancement talent at NXT. That's all he's going to be in.
He had the potential to be mid-card, though.
He has potential.
Why not use it?
I mean, you can put him against Dolph
He's a
Ziggler,
good
which
wrestler.
I still want to see.
He's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Bro,
I still
yeah,
want
exactly.
to see him versus
Tell me,
Dolph Ziggler.
on a B-brand pay-per-view, Dolph Ziggler versus Ty Dillinger, and Dolph saying, you know what, you're everything that I was. You don't follow my footsteps. Mm-hmm. Do this. F the crowd. You don't gotta listen to them. You don't gotta appeal to them. Be who I am. And I can see them having a feud off that.
Yeah.
Alone. It's laid out for you. Just let it happen. And it's SmackDown, so it will be done right and it will be given the proper amount of time. And just like that, you have them put on a... You think Miz is a great wrestler? He's good. He's just as good as Ty Dillinger.
He's getting better.
He's just as good as Ty Dillinger to me. So if Dolph and Miz had a great match just off the storytelling and chemistry alone, I feel like Dolph and Ty could do the same thing, except, Dolph would be the heel in this situation.
Yeah.
I could really see it. I could see him pulling up the footage from, just like Miz did with the Spirit Squad, I could see him pulling up this footage with him getting super kicked by Shawn Michaels. I can see Ziggler saying, I was the same thing. Hey, I was the caddy for Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah.
We were in the same boat. And you know what? I wouldn't even mind them being a goddamn tag team.
The Miz. I'm not the Miz.
Dolph Ziggler and Ty Dillinger. I'm cool with whatever is thrown at the man, as long as he's getting TV time.
Yeah. I love Fandango and
Yeah, that'll be the last thing we talk about, because that's the last thing we gotta talk about for SmackDown at least, and then we'll give your early review, your early predictions for Great Balls of Fire. Mm-hmm. Did you see their last fashion? They call it Fashion Vice now, not Fashion Vice. Did you see their last one?
Which one was that? With
the interrogation with Ascension?
No.
Bro, these guys are only getting better and better. Their last one was the most entertaining. I'm gonna show you it after we go off air. Bro, it was awesome. These people are great. I love Fandango. I love Tyler Breeze. And I'm glad they're doing this. They don't have no matches going on right now. And I'm fine with that. You throw this vignette once every week. My hunger, my thirst for them are satisfied.
Yeah.
That's all we need. They're charismatic alone. Mm-hmm. And then that promo that they're going to get with the New Day in due time. I mean, we said it was going to happen with Enzo and Cass 2 against the New Day. That never did. We can see it face versus face on an episode of SmackDown. Yeah. It could be the main event of SmackDown, goddammit.
For number one contenders match.
For number one contenders.
Yeah.
And if it ends up being a draw and both teams face them at SummerSlam, or...
By the way, that SmackDown match with Hype Bros versus Usos, that was a pretty decent match.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It was a pretty fun match. It was pretty fun.
So I haven't been watching SmackDown, but I've been rewatching it after, so I can cut the commercials. And I honestly like doing that with Raw as well. But I missed SmackDown. I was at Dorney Park, so I couldn't make it in time. And so I watched it on a delay, and I didn't know who won the match to begin with. But that match was on in the background, and it was in the background. Let's just say I was not paying attention to it.
Right.
I didn't care for it.
No, it was a pretty
I was
fun
hoping
match,
for, honestly, Mojo Rawley turn.
Nah.
You wouldn't like that?
Mojo Rawley's too good of a dude to do it.
Think about it, though. Hold on. Listen, Zack Ryder comes back, and think about Mojo Rawley playing the guy who, bro, I was just doing good on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you anymore. You come in here, you're trying to hold me back.
Yeah.
You were on the shelf, and all I was doing elevating. I won the Battle Royal. I almost got to the Money in the Bank match. I did this. I did that. I don't need you. You stop holding me back. So you turn on him. Boom.
And then Mojo versus Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder is an actually excellent worker.
Yeah.
So have them go against each other.
Again, this is SmackDown, so they can make these feuds that you look at like, but they can make it. Okay, you know what? That worked. That was good.
Yeah. Because, the second match with Randy and Jinder was pretty good. And,
that was entertaining.
That was something that you like, what the hell?
I mean, the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was something very entertaining.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, now, before we wrap this up, let's talk about Great Balls of Fire. I'm going to give my proper predictions next week. Just want to run down some of the matches with you. I don't have them in front of me. I'm going off the top of my head. We got Bliss versus Banks, so you got winning that one.
Banks.
All right, Joe versus Lesnar.
Joe.
Really?
Yeah.
You might be 0-2 right there.
I'm gonna stick to that.
You know what? I stick with your heart, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick
Roman
to Joe.
versus Strowman.
All right. You know what? This is gonna be way off, but I'll say Braun Strowman.
I think he's winning too.
Yeah.
Tozawa versus Neville.
Neville.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, don't go with your heart too much.
Yeah.
What else is there? Bailey's not going to be on the card. Probably pre-show, but that doesn't matter. Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. Doesn't matter.
Seth, sadly.
Miz versus Ambrose.
Oh, the Miz.
Yeah, that's a sure one. Yeah, I can't really think of any other match. Oh, the tag team. Jeff Hardy, the Hardys versus Cesaro.
Cesaro and Sheamus.
As it should. Are they adding a stipulation to that, or is it just going to be a one-on-one again?
Don't know.
I'll probably see 2 out of 3 falls.
They had that last time, and they ended in a draw. It was on Raw.
They had it on Raw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't see that match.
Yeah.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, it was a good match. Really good.
I don't know what they do with it then, though. They got to add a stipulation. They had the normal match. They had the steel cage match. You got to take it in maybe an Iron Man match. Tag team? That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind that. Book it right now, Vince.
Maybe even a ladder match they probably have. Great Balls of Fire, I don't know, but...
I don't know. It's not a bad card.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible card. Strowman and Roman and Joe versus Lesnar build it alone for me. The Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins match, I already know it's going to be in the middle of the card, and I'm going to hate it, and I'm going to just... All right, well, bathroom break. That's going to be my bathroom break. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, what did you think of Money in the Bank? I didn't like it.
No, I didn't like it. It was I think the way it was booked was way off. Like, the way the matches were set were way off. But yeah, I didn't really like it.
I honestly hated it. I thought it might have been the worst show of the year.
I was upset that the men's Money in the Bank match was after the.
I didn't mind that.
WWE
I was upset Baron Corbin
I
won.
think it would have been more intense if it was before the
thinking they could cash in.
Event. Yeah, just because you're gonna be in your seat, just like, is he gonna cash in or what? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to see slow burn with the Money in the Bank. Last time we had it blown the same night, so let's actually have a slow burn with it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind if next time they have some Raw superstars in there, or if these superstars cashed it in a different brand.
The Money in the Bank match for Raw is going to be either WrestleMania or something else.
You
They've
think
had
so?
it before.
Yeah, they had it at WrestleMania before.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do this year.
So.
They might be able to do it just to get rid of some people on the card
Mm-hmm.
this year. What was their big ladder match this WrestleMania? I know they had one.
It was the tag team ladder match.
Yeah, and that worked out pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. They got so many damn belts. It's hard.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, guys, thank you for listening. Eddie, thank you for being here once again.
No problem.
Hopefully, I don't know when's the next time you're going to be up, but hopefully it's soon enough, and we can get your thoughts on whatever's happening then.
All right.
But you guys can catch us on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, under the name AllOfTheAboveEnt. Once again, thank you for listening. Signing out.